In the burning heat of the Egyptian desert, an old historian named Dr. Yusuf Karim walked slowly across the sands with trembling hands and tired eyes, searching for the truth that everyone said was only myth. He had spent 50 years studying ancient Egypt, chasing stories that others called foolish dreams, but he never gave up, because he believed there was one ruler whose name had been erased from history, the forgotten pharaoh. One evening, just before sunset, a sandstorm hit suddenly with violent wind, and when it cleared, the ground beneath his feet had cracked open, revealing a staircase disappearing deep into the earth. Driven by curiosity stronger than fear, Dr. Yusuf lit his lantern and walked down the stone steps, each one echoing like a heartbeat. At the bottom lay a giant sealed door with strange symbols that seemed to glow faintly, and when he pushed it open, a rush of cold air escaped like a trapped scream. Inside was a dark chamber holding a single massive stone coffin wrapped in gold chains, and beside it, an old clay jar filled with rolled pieces of linen covered in ancient writing. His hands shook as he unrolled the cloth, and he began to read the message written by a priest thousands of years ago. The writing told the shocking story of a king named Pharaoh Anuxhotep, a ruler so cruel that his name was forbidden to be spoken. The priest wrote that Anuxhotep believed he was not human, but a god who needed human souls to stay alive forever. Every night, he ordered hundreds of people to be taken into his temple and sealed inside, never to be seen again. When his own soldiers turned against him, he executed them all and cursed the land with endless darkness. The priests, desperate to stop him, created a plan. On the night of the red moon, they trapped him inside his throne chamber, tied him in chains blessed by every god, and sealed his soul in his body so he could never die but would suffer for eternity. They buried him deep underground where no one could ever find him, and erased every record of his existence, praying the curse would die with time. Dr. Yusuf felt his heart pounding as he read the final line. If he wakes, the world will drown in blood again. His lantern flickered, and the room grew colder as if something was breathing in the dark. The gold chains around the coffin began to shake, rattling louder and louder like metal screaming. The historian stepped back, but his foot hit a stone and he fell, dropping the lantern, which rolled next to the coffin and lit the carved face on the lid. The stone face had eyes that suddenly opened, bright red, glowing like fire trapped under glass. A terrible voice filled the chamber, deep and shaking the walls, saying, "You have broken the seal, I am free." The chains burst apart like paper, and the coffin cracked open. A tall figure covered in black dried skin rose slowly, wrapped in ancient bandages stained dark with old blood. His mouth stretched into an unnatural smile, and his voice sounded like thousands of screaming souls. Dr. Yusuf tried to run, but the mummy lifted a hand, and the ground swallowed his legs like wet sand. The priest's writings burst into flames without fire, and every torch around the chamber lit itself with blue flames that twisted like living snakes. The mummy leaned close, whispering, "You will be my first." Outside, the desert shook as the tomb roof exploded open, sending sand flying into the sky like a volcanic eruption. The camp found nothing left but torn pages of burned linen and footprints leading into darkness.